Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. My name is Nat and I'm here for you. I am here for you, hopefully to cheer you up and help you find those keys to the door that will unlock your happiness. And that's what we're shooting for, right? That's what I'm trying to do, is help you find them. Find that happiness that we all have inside of us. Hey, is this your first time here? Welcome to the show. I'm glad you found the podcast. If you like it, share it. Go to subscribe wherever you can. And share. Let's get this positivity out there. Get the word out there. And also, if you would, tell me how you found the show. How did you find the show? What did you search for? And where did it pop up? You could text me at 304-506-3332 and let me know how you found the show. Even if you're a long-time listener, if you remember how you found the show, let me know. Also, don't forget about my book, The Positive Perspective, available on Amazon, or you can get it directly from my website and skip big tech. Get it directly from me. Go to bepositivepodcast.com. There should be a button over there somewhere for a book. And you can get your personalized copy there as well. I'll send you a signed copy with some goodies also. I'll send some magnets and stickers and all kinds of good stuff in there. So you can get that over at the website. I do want to remind you that my 500th podcast live event is on for June 11th at 9 p.m. The 500th show. You can call in. We'll talk. I don't know how long it'll be. As long as you call in, I'll stay on the air and we'll go live. I should be sending out an email this week letting you know the details so you can save the date and call into the show, and we'll chat a bit, shall we? I did mention the text line. Don't forget about the text line. There's also a message line. Several of you have called and left me messages. I really appreciate it. Let me know that you're going to call in. I appreciate that. 304-506-3332. Got to give a quick shout out to Rose, listening on Pandora, and Sylvia, listening on iHeart, and Fatima, listening on Spotify, and Amber, first timer, listening on iTunes. Welcome to the show, Amber. I'm glad you guys all found the show, and you must be enjoying it if you're listening to this one, because that makes at least 2 shows you've listened to. All right. What the heck am I going to talk about today? Well, just getting over and finishing up our long 3-day weekend. Had fantastic weekend with the family, with the barbecuing, the pool, the sun, the yard work, all the good stuff, and spending quality time all 3 days with the ones that I love. And I hope you got to do the same. And if you didn't, I'm sorry that you did not get to. But I do want to talk about something that kind of came to mind. And I've been thinking about it a lot. So many people have so much baggage and so much in their lives that they hang on to that affects their entire lives, and they don't even realize it. So this show is called, What Are You Full Of? Now that's an open-ended statement right there. I'm sure you can finish that for some people, and I'm not going to go there, but everybody is full of something, and I'm not talking about full of shit, okay? Everybody is full of something. They're full of regret, full of resentment, full of anxiety, full of stress. Other people are just full of happiness, full of joy, full of wonder. Now, when you look at a young child and you talk to a young child, what are they full of? They are full of wonder, intrigue. They're full of excitement. The joy of life is ahead of them. Everything is new. They're excited when they wake up in the morning to do something. They're excited to go do things. The littlest things will excite a young child. Going to the mall, going to McDonald's, whatever it is, going, a birthday, Christmas, a holiday, seeing grandparents. They get so excited because they still have the joy of living their life inside. And as we get older, we tend to lose that love of life. And you start to get full of other things. You get full of responsibility. You get full of stress. You get full of anxiety. You get full of things that aren't meaningful, that are not, it's material things that are really not meaningful. You get full of having to make enough money to pay for that big house so you can impress your friends, or to buy that nice car because you think that that's what you need to have. You start forgetting about what's really important to you as a person, and what's really important to humans to live a happy life. We tend to forget that as we get older. And we start to focus on the things that everyone else focuses on. Work, job, the same thing. Everybody doing the same stuff and not really enjoying their life and not being joyful, you know? And so I saw this thing the other day, and this person related it to this kind of story, saying that people are like garbage trucks. Now that caught me right off guard, right off the bat. Why are people like garbage trucks? I asked myself. Well, because they retain everything. They have all this stuff inside of them. This anger, this hate, this resentment, this disappointment in their own choices. And when they get mad at you, your options are to get mad back and unload your garbage, or to just smile and let them unload that garbage and get rid of that excess weight, that excess baggage, the excess stress that is holding them back from their happiness. Now, of course, if it gets violent, it's time to run or do something drastic. But when someone else unloads their crap on you, you have several ways you can respond. You can take it in and smile and let them vent. Hopefully that will release some of the pressure, some of the tension inside of them, and empty that garbage truck of stress. And then you can move on, because it's not your crap. And they get it off their chest. You let them vent, and everybody moves on. Or you could choose to retaliate or be aggressive towards it and escalate it and get nowhere. So when you start asking yourself, what are you full of? I ask myself, what am I full of? And sometimes I'm full of crap. And we all are. But most of the time, I'm full of joy. The fact people say, why are you so happy? And my simple answer that I always say is, I got to wake up today. And it's really that simple. I got to wake up again and experience this physical part of my life. This physical part of my existence. This manifestation of my consciousness that I am experiencing now. And everything that happens in my life is because of my doing. So that's why I'm full of joy. I'm full of excitement. I'm full of hope. I'm full of energy. And I like to keep an open mind to try to help other people understand that they too can make the choice to be open to happiness, to be full of happiness, to be full of joy, to wake up in the morning and not go, oh God. And a lot of the reasons people can't wake up in the morning when they have a hard time waking up in the morning is because they can predict their day. They can predict, oh, this same week, same job, this is going to suck. And they've already programmed their mind to say that this is going to stink. Oh, I don't want to go to school because it's the same crap. I hate it. I don't want to go to my job. It's the same thing. I hate it. I don't want to do this because I know what to expect. Because they've given in and they've made those predictions in their mind, and they come true because what you tell yourself, what you think about, you bring about. So if you're having a hard time waking up on Monday morning for work because you say, oh my, it sucks, I don't want to go, and you have that, you start your day negative, you start your day with that anxiety, you start your day going, oh, today's going to suck because I have to go to work. Well, guess what? It will. I guarantee you, it will. When I tell people that, they go, yeah, see, I told you it was going to suck. Well, yeah, because you said it was going to suck. Well, that's not why it sucked. Well, how do you know? Have you ever gotten up and said, this is going to be a great day, and believed it? Because some people that I talk to say, oh, I got up and said I'm going to have a great day, and guess what? I didn't. Well, just by the way you said that, you didn't believe you're going to have a great day. You're just talking. And you didn't create the environment and the thoughts to have that day. So you were full of the aggression, you were full of the anxiety, you were full of the stress as soon as you woke up, instead of being full of joy for getting to wake up again, being full of happiness to be able to make the choices in your life, to do what you want to do. So what are you full of? What are you full of today? What is it that is making you smile? And then on the other hand, what is it that is keeping you from smiling? What's keeping you from your joy? Why aren't you excited to wake up in the morning? Why aren't you happy that you get to wake up and you get to create your life? Because it's up to you. And if you're not happy with it, then change it. And I talk to people, they go, oh, it's not that easy. It's just not that easy. Well, it is. It is that easy. It could be difficult, and there might be a lot of change that you have to deal with when you make a drastic change, like quitting a job or moving to another state or leaving a person that you've been in a relationship with if you're not happy. Sure, it's going to be hard. But if it's not making you happy and not bringing you joy, why are you doing it? What's forcing you to do the things that aren't bringing you joy? And you might say, well, I got to pay my bills. I got a lot of bills. I got a house payment. I got a car payment. I got child support. I've got medical bills. Okay. So you have those bills. And you have the job and the lifestyle that you've created. So in order to get through that, you might have to do some things that you're not happy with doing right now, like work that job or whatever that is. But you don't have to hate it. You don't have to make it so it's depressing every time you go in. Be full of joy. Answer that phone call in the morning. Hey, how you doing today? Or say hi to somebody, or compliment someone at work, or do something that it's out of your realm of work, your work title, whatever it is. Or be nice to someone in the streets, or let somebody in on the highway that you wouldn't normally let in. I mean, little things like that. Stop and look at the flowers, look at the trees, look at nature. And if you get a chance, I do this as often as I can. If you get a chance, do something that they call grounding. Now, if you don't know what that is, grounding is when you walk barefoot on the earth. Take your shoes off, walk in the grass, walk in your yard. Just go stand in there in the yard and connect with the energy of the earth through your feet. Because when you're wearing shoes, you're grounded. You can't connect. In order to really absorb some of that energy, and it'll feel different for me especially, because I always wear shoes. So when I take my shoes out and I go out in the yard and I just walk around in the grass and feel the energy of the earth and open up my mind, it's a great feeling. Now, this past weekend, I was sitting with my family out on the patio, and I was thinking how awesome this is. That the only thought in my head is the joy and the happiness of being around people that I love. I wasn't thinking about anything political. Wasn't thinking about my job. Wasn't thinking about the state of the world. Wasn't thinking about any other relatives. Nothing like that. I was living in the moment. I was in the present. 100% in the present. And I noticed it because, life happens, so you can't always do that. Sure, we strive to live in the present. We strive to be 100% present in the moment, but correct me if I'm wrong, but half the time when you're talking to somebody, you're thinking about the emails you got to answer, or that text message you got to get, or the groceries you have to buy, or the bills you have to pay on top of all that. You're not in the moment. You're not 100% engaged in that experience. So try that. Try to be aware and engaged 100% in everything that you do and everyone you talk to. And that will help you to be full of joy. That'll help you to be full of happiness and fill your heart with all the goodness that is out there. Okay? Because that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. All right. That's all I got to talk about today. I hope you had a fantastic holiday weekend. I do want to say thank you to everyone, all the people who fought for our freedoms and all the patriots that we've lost over the years in senseless wars. Thank you for fighting for our freedom and giving me the ability and the opportunity to do what I do and to do this and to live my life the way I want to live. I appreciate that. And that debt can never be repaid. So that's the show. That's what I got. Don't forget about the 500th podcast live event on June 11th at 9 p.m. Mark your calendars. Write down the phone number 304-506-3332. I want to hear from you. I want you to call into the show. I'm going to try to do a live stream on YouTube, but we'll figure out where I'm going to do this live stream anyway. I know it's like, 12 days away or something. It's not too far away. I guess I better get this thing organized. All right. But it should be pretty fun. You can also leave your story on the website, bepositivepodcast.com/your story. And don't forget about the book. You can grab it from the website, or you can grab The Positive Perspective from Amazon. Rose, Sylvia, Fatima, Amber, thanks for letting me know you're listening to the show. And I hope you call in and we'll talk for a few minutes, all right? My name is Nat. This has been the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. I think we can all do a little bit better. I'll talk to you later.